gonna make the succulent lamb stew. It's utterly delicious. Made with beautiful lamb shoulder, mixed olives, plum tomatoes, fresh rosemary, and cheeky little silver skin pickled onions. It's that kind of comfort food that makes you really, really happy. It feels like you have to work really hard to achieve such big flavours. You don't. 5-6 minutes of putting it together, then bang it in the oven and let that oven do all the hard work. So fast but slow cooking. I like that. Now, the cut of lamb that I'm using is a beautiful shoulder of lamb. And the shoulder of lamb is one of my favourite cuts. The butcher has removed it off the bone, and when this cooks a couple of hours until tender, it's just going to melt in the mouth. The flavour is going to be awesome. This is so fast to put together, I'm going to get all my ingredients out and ready. So grab 150 grams of mixed olives and 2 tins of plum tomatoes. And then, maybe the surprise one, silver-skinned pickled onions. That kind of acidity riffs off of the richness of the lamb beautifully. Last ingredient is a good old favourite, rosemary. So beautiful. Just a nice little wodge of this. Cold pan, whack it on. Now we'll start cooking. Go in with a little oil. We want to start with flavour. So just take your rosemary stick, clasp it like that, pull it like that, easy peasy, and then into the pan. What I want to achieve is crispy bits for sprinkling. Crispy bits to go on a nice sort of stodgy, comforting stew. Also, we're creating the most beautiful rosemary oil that's going to be the first beginnings of flavour. In less than a minute, the rosemary crisps up a treat. So remove, freeing the pan up for the lamb. I want to slice the lamb into sort of 3-centimetre chunks. And we're going to go skin side down into the pan. Let's get some colour going. Let's get some attitude happening. I'm going to season it fairly heavily with black pepper. And try and just have one layer of meat and not too sort of close to each other. That way it's going to kind of really brown and not boil. And I like that. Let's have a little wash up. Clean board. Now, silver-skinned pickled onions. They kind of pop sweetness and gorgeousness. It's all peeled for me, so that's convenient. And also it's been pickled and seasoned. So it's packing a really big punch for one ingredient. Remove from the vinegar and add all the onions from a 280 gram jar. It's a top trick to get big flavour fast. And let them scald a little bit, get some colour going. Now, to go with this, we've got some beautiful green and black olives here, and really important little tip, get them with the stones in, always. Better texture, better flavour. Simply squash with a jar, pull out the stones, then add to the pan, along with 2 tins of plum tomatoes. So look, get your fork and just mush up all those tomatoes. You know, you want it to cook out to a nice little sauce. And I don't need to season this dish. There's enough salt in the olives and the pickled onions to really season the tomatoes and the lamb in the most beautiful way. And then last but not least, pour in 2 cans of water and that will cook down. And it's going to be really, really nice. So lid on and whack it in the oven at 170 degrees Celsius, which is 325 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 2 hours until the meat just falls apart and that sauce has cooked down. And now I've got a couple of hours to do whatever I like. Just 6 minutes to prep, and then the oven does all the work for you. This delicious stew couldn't be simpler. So, it smells fantastic. Look at that. Get it on a platter. Really, really good. Everything here now is soft and silky and comforting. But don't forget, we've got the crispy rosemary. That's going to be lovely. All I do now is a little bit of black pepper. Delicious. Simple, but very scrumptious. Time to have a little taste. What should we go for? Let's get some of that tender meat. Look at that. Bit of everything, all in one mouthful. Come on. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's big flavour.